what I want to do though, exciting as it is, I'm here for the silent. I'm here for the silent. Transform one card, receive Greed, unplayable, eternal. What's eternal mean? What's eternal mean? Maybe it means I can't remove it. Your trophy awaits. I would like to go remove again. Maybe transform looks good though. And what do we got here? We have potentially a 3 elite act. Through this way with a lot of campfires in between as well, actually. I like that. That looks like a very strong act. And we can start with a shot. So a transform, I think, starts us off well here. Let's transform and defend. I get a pounce. Deal 12 damage. The next skill you play costs 0. Ooh. And it upgrades for 6 extra damage. That's really good. Okay. That's probably our upgrade as well. It means I can take a skill like a leg sweep or something. It means I can kill something here and play a defend for free. Yeah, let's do that. I kind of noticed this with the ironclad as well. But you don't need much energy right now. Like, a lot of the cards give you other energy in other ways. What's this? Free skill. The next skill you play costs 0. Of course, that does not cost the turn. Goes between turns. Beautiful. Yeah, I'm feeling that's a very good upgrade. Strangle. Deal 8 damage. Whenever you play a card this turn, the enemy loses 2 HP. It's like choke. It only costs 1 though. It is better than strike. Flick Flack is Sly and AoE. You know I love acrobatics. I would like to take acrobatics again, given the option. Absolutely. Do I force it though? Strangle. With Pounce. How much damage can this realistically deal? So Strangle, deal 8. Play another, like, neutralize, deals another 3. Play a defend, deals another 3. So that's 14 for 1. And if I can work in a 0 cost, it's like 17 for 1. Sorry, it's 14 on a good day. Until I upgrade it, in which case it gets to like 20. That's pretty good. That's kind of like a glass knife. A glass knife. Right. Well, we don't have too much gold. We've only got 114. There's a prepared. There's an on-sale dagger throw. There's a mind blast. There's a hand of greed that I can't afford. Oh, you're kidding me, buddy. It doesn't deal in credit. This isn't a charity. You'll need more coin. Come back when you're a little richer. Okay, buddy. We can take a fire potion. Or a card remove. I can take dagger throw card remove. That seems wise. These potions are quite good though. Fire potions, very good. Can't afford it. Can't afford it. Doesn't really matter anyway, since I can't afford it. And here we have the Strangle. Let's give this a shot. Can dagger throw here as well. Okay. I just don't draw any defense. Thankfully, it's only attacking for 3. Jesus. Well, there's all the defense. And we're up against the kin at the end of the act. I don't know what it is. There's a weak potion for us. Footwork, slice, dodge, and roll. Slice has good synergy with our Strangle. Footwork is just a good card. We've still got 3 defense and survivor for it. We have Pounce, so Footwork can scale those cards up. It might even let me take something like Dodge and Roll. Let's have a look at this guy. It looks like he's called the Kin. And he's kind of the skull motif. And these might be ads. So maybe, yeah, we do need some scaling for the fight if he's got ads. Maybe we need some AoE as well. Give that a try. We're back with the Shrinker Beetle. Hello, Shrinky Shrinker. Yeah, I'm just going to deal more damage to you. We don't need to worry too much. Now that it's down nice and low, it can't possibly do much to me anyway. Because I can just kill it. And we have Skewer, Flick Flack, and Deadly Poison. There's the Flick Flack for the AoE. And we do now have as well the Dagger Throw. And playing a Sly card off of our Dagger Throw also will trigger the Strangle. So we will use it. That all seems wise. We can smith. Smithing the Footwork seems obvious, but smithing the Strangle I think adds the most damage to our deck. And will get us through this elite, which is again the Bedonus. Bedonus. The other option was the Pounce. I have neutralized for now actually. I don't have Strangle right now, so it doesn't matter what order I play it in. And yeah, we'll full block, This guy doesn't have too much HP. I think it's slightly more risky that we'll actually just take a bunch of damage from him. There's the Strangle. And yeah, I suppose I don't really have any enablers, so I will use the weak potion now though. Weak potion showing itself to be quite a good decision. So we can Strangle, we can Pounce, we can defend. Double defend might have been the option at the end of the day though. He is really quite low. Yeah, maybe we could have double defended there. Lizard Tail regardless. We get the payoff. Dash, 10 block, 10 damage, or backflip. Dash is an attack, so it won't get pounced. Whereas backflip can be a freebie there. That also scales with dexterity. And both of them scale with dexterity if we're honest. But I would like another card to trigger a pounce, I think. And card draw will get the most out of our choke, out of our strangle. Strangle it's called. Here we have 4 ads. We can pop one quite easily, thankfully. What I might do though is I might put the, this is a leaf, there's a twig. I might put a strangle on the twig. And yeah, we'll take it down that way. Neutralize on the twig slime, the small one here, puts it in range of strike, and then I can just simply strike it, or I can play the footwork. I think strike to take this off though actually saves us the most HP over 2 decks. Yeah, 11, 8, and 3. We can dagger through you, get you off the table. 2 cards left in deck. One of them is Flick Flack, one of them is Pounce. Let's see which. Maybe we should dagger throw you in the back here in case we draw Flick Flack. Beautiful. It all works out in our favor. And here we have it. Take a mere 3. We'll hold the free skill. Don't need it anyway. Haze. Sly 4 damage to all enemies. Blade Dance 3 shivs to your hand and exhaust, or Blade Dance exhausts now. Okay, well that kind of makes sense for the rare that we saw last run that replayed all the shivs from your exhaust pile. Because if Blade Dancers are rare, if Blade Dance exhausts, you can replay all your ships from exhaust as well, rather than just go, stack it up infinitely. Haze. I don't really have enough discard payoffs just yet, or enablers rather. I've just got the dagger throw. I've got dagger throw and survivor, I suppose. This is a skill as well, so I can also enable it with pounce. Actually, yeah, maybe 3 is enough. We've got survivor, dagger throw, pounce to enable it. That said, I can pounce into blade dance as well, which adds a lot of damage potential to the pounce. I think I'll take the haze. It upgrades to 6 poison. Yeah, because it's AoE. And I am quite sure that I will need AoE. Dexterity upgrade is good. Pounce upgrade is absurd. And now we can keep going down this path towards more elites. We do see the Intimidating Helmet. Whenever you play a card that costs 2 or more, gain 4 block. We have the Pounce for that one. We also have Haze. If I Sly the Haze, I think I will get block out of that as well. It's all working out. We've got Flick Flack here, so I can Strangle Survivor Flick Flack. Let's do it like so. There should be 2 choke procs. Yeah, beautiful. And we're full blocked. Nice. So we've just got 3 constrict on us at the moment. Footwork does block effectively here, so we'll use it. Unfortunately, I can't play the pounce. And we do take 6 over the top. Regardless, though, we have the strangle here for the back. Let's dagger through the front. We should, I think, be able to. Does that trigger? It does. It does. It triggers Intimidating Helmet. Beautiful. Yeah, no, we'll be able to clean up the rest of the damage here. Wonderful. There we go. Stable Serum. Retain your hand for 2 turns. It's a potion. It looked like a Sozu, so I thought it was a Sozu, but it's 2 turns of retain. That's really good. Haze, Malaise, Pinpoint. Another Haze. Another payoff for the Sly. Malaise. I'll be real, it's one of my favorite cards. Enemy loses X strength and apply X weak. With some extra energy, which I don't have. But we can absolutely send someone to the Shadow Realm. It's also a good upgrade because it becomes a 0 cost defensive option. Sable Serum looks pretty good here. We shall evaluate. Afterwards I can play the Haze for free, or I can just hold the skill down. I did use my skill down actually. There's a footwork and a survivor. Yeah, I'm going to use the serum to hold footwork, survivor, defend. Because I would like to play them. So let's footwork. Let's backflip. Let's survivor. That'll full block, and I can flick flack. Or maybe I should leave the flick flack for when he explodes. I can redraw it. He's not going to explode this turn. He's going to explode next turn. And let's get Malaise out of the way since it's not upgraded just yet. And here we go. So this is the turn. We're going to discard our hand this turn, and we're going to draw... Oh no, there's 3 infections in the deck. Don't want him to give me 3 more though. Okay, so maybe we try and explode him now. I want to see how this works. Are they stunned on my next turn? They are. Okay, so if you kill him with poison, you get another turn. Brilliant. Okay. So we can pounce the big one here for a free backflip. And then we can survivor the flick flack. I'm just going to tank all 3 infections against my block. But we got through the hard turn. Dagger throw for 9. You discard the haze. I'll get intimidating helmet back. Love it. And I'm currently blocking the infection, so if I kill you, I don't need to survivor. Alright. Was that perfect? I wonder if that was perfect. Gorgette's back. Beautiful. Alright, so between Intimidating Helmet and Gorgette, we actually have a lot of defense baked in. There's the Clarity Extract. It's kind of like a fight's worth of machine learning. Precise Cut. 0 cost attack. Deal 13 damage. Deals 2 less damage for each other card in your hand. There's my leg sweep. You still 3 block, 14. Yeah, 3 weak, 14 block. Beautiful, thank you. So that will trigger Intimidating Helmet. It also is a payoff for the Pounce. Beautiful card. Beautiful card. Upgrade 21 HP. We'll just smith. I've still got some great smiths like the Malays. Alright. So in terms of block plan, currently we have leg sweep with Pounce. We have a footwork for scaling out block cards. We have Malays for the Shadow Realm, and we have 2 relics to buff our block from playing high impact turns. So I'm feeling pretty good. The one thing that we're missing is, I mean, between neutralize and leg sweep, we have a good amount of weak as well. The one thing that we're missing is any block from that scales with like playing a high number of cards. For example, like an after image. I suppose we're missing, what's it called? Ethereal. If Ethereal is in this game. We don't necessarily know that it is. The Inklings seem to be like a similar kind of proposition. Let's footwork Survivor Malays here. Something like you. I suppose I can dagger throw as well. No, we're just Malays. He no longer has, really, with -2 strength and with weaken for the rest of this fight, there's really nothing he can do to even overcome our relics, let alone the extra block that I can acquire. We'll play out the haze here. Sure. So when I play the haze for 0, I don't get anything out of it. What are you? Attacks cost an additional energy this turn. Not a worry. Not a worry. I can draw Defend Strangle. I'll leave him. I'll leave him in the deck. We'll just keep the weak rolling. And this turn I can Strangle. And Dagger Throw. And yeah, he dead. He dead. Well laid plans, haze, and there's Blade Dance again. I really don't think I need another haze unless I had like a prepared plus. Maybe I'll take it because of Intimidating Helm if I had a prepared plus, but right now no. Well laid plans though is kind of like adding a second copy of Sly to our deck. It's also a really good upgrade. We already have footwork for a very good upgrade. Blade Dance, 3 shivs to your hand. Blade Dance is some damage. Blade Dance is definitely some damage. I suppose well-laid plans can kind of be our scaling here. Sleeping. This enemy is doing nothing this turn. The Bygone Effigy. I think this could be a good Clarity Extract fight. I think I do want to use it now because I don't have enough attacks in my hand. There's an attack. Let's do our Dagger Throw first. Another strike, beautiful. We'll discard the Flick Flack, and then, yep, we can get that damage down. Can I find a Sly enabler this turn? I can. Got our well-laid plans. Do I want to play well-laid plans this turn? Kind of. Because then I can use the Pounce, hold the leg sweep. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Pounce for 21. And I can hold the leg sweep here, but then I'm not holding Malaise. Maybe I play Malaise here, but then it eats my free skill. Maybe I play leg sweep Malaise to stack as much weak on as possible. That's 3 weak. But then I'm not holding any for next turn. I'm not holding a backflip for next turn, which I do have to pay for. Okay. I'll just hold the leg sweep. that should be totally fine. Yeah. Yeah, golden. So we are going to strangle first. And then we can footwork and leg sweep. And backflip as well. And that full blocks. Choose the card to retain. I'll retain the haze to discard it. And we have neutralize Reviver on the haze, which will trigger Intimidating Helm as well. Defender and strike, and I can hold the Flick Flack to discard. Yep. The Bygone Effigy, the giant head, it's not looking like he's having a great time with this. Let's give him a big Pounce. 21. And cards in the deck. Can't do much of a muchness. He's dead anyway. From the poison. Weak Potion, Regal Pillow, another leg sweep, and Mirage. Game block equal to poison on all enemies and exhaust, or speedster. Whenever you draw a card during your turn, deal 2 damage to all enemies. Are you kidding me? That's really funny. Alright, what do we got for that right now? We've got backflip. No acrobatics this run so far. It's also a power. It's kind of like a 1,000 cuts if you only cared about card draw. So like a linear 1,000 cuts. Although it always costs 2. Okay, but it deals a bit more damage. Okay. I think this is unfortunately a skip. I do not want a second leg sweep. I don't think. Yeah. And I don't want Mirage because I'm not really scaling poison. I'm just kind of playing the haze for a little bit of damage and to trigger Intimidating Helm. And it's definitely not speedster because I can't really use that in any way, shape, or form either. So I can rest here for 21 plus 15 for 36. Takes me up to full, actually. We can go the full after we kill the kin, though. And I have a weak potion. So we should be alright. Let's upgrade well-laid plans. If there is Pyramid in this game, we shall summon it. We have here... Yes. Okay, so these are ads. The kin is a priest. And we have the kin followers. Okay. So there's the kin priest and the kin followers. These are minions, so if we kill the leader, they shall go. They are buffing though, so we probably do need to deal with them first. Let's weaken old mate in the back there. And, well actually if I kill these front guys, it's almost as much HP as the back guy. They are good at soaking by the looks of it. I can strangle for scaling. Okay. No, I think I just need to get these guys down because I feel like they are going to scale faster than me, unfortunately. Currently, I'm blocking 8 out of 11. I'll take 3 over the top here to get a little bit of extra damage down. No, I'm not. I've got the plating. Of course. Of course, of course, of course. I'm frail. Yep. I am now frail. Well-laid plans. We can retain 2. Okay, let's pounce into leg sweep. Yeah, we'll just keep working down this front one. And we shall leg sweep the kin priest again. Block as much as we can. We'll retain our strangle and our flick flack. We can have a big damage turn now. Your frail wears off, but now we're weak. Okay, I've got haze and I've got flick flack, but I've got no dagger throw. Let's backflip. Now let's strangle first. Strangle you. Let's backflip. Dagger throw is the last card in our deck. Love to see it. Okay. I can get down footwork. Malaise. Okay, and I can apply 1 weaken there. 4x2. 4 damage 2 times. Or 2 damage 3 times. So if I weaken this guy, he's already weak. He's already weak, actually. Never mind me. 2x2, 2x3. Let's hold my Sly cards. This is my AoE, so I really want to cast it, please. It's time to work on you. And we can discard the haze. And that will trigger our helmet as well. Beautiful. So we're starting our block. We're going to strangle. We're going to strangle you. And we're going to deal as much damage to you as we can. Should I just play the flick flack here? I didn't play it last time and I didn't get to reshuffle it as a result. I've got Survivor in my deck. So I can discard it with Survivor, I suppose. Yeah. We'll give it one more shot. We can play it this turn to get both of these ads off the table. Attacking me for 10. Okay. Survivor the flick flack. And leg sweep here, 2 weak, 13 block. Using it here on the kin priest. Does block quite a lot of damage. Playing 2 strikes on this guy though does get it down, so that blocks for 8. This, however, blocks for 16. Twice as effective. Oh, and sorry, it triggers the helm as well, so it 4 blocks. Okay. Let's hold the strikes. So we're going to go for the kill on this ad now. We've got frail regardless. Okay, I feel like it's all coming together. Let's hold the pounce maybe. Neutralize you. And backflip for 5. I can just play the flick flack, I suppose. Let's draw dagger throw though. I can haze the dagger throw though. Okay. I suppose I can just play the pounce for next time. And it also triggers the helm as well, which blocks. Yeah. Okay. We'll hold flick flack and we'll hold strike. Alright. I feel like this is going well, so long as he doesn't break out some kind of insane combo or whatever here. Let's strangle you now. Leg sweep you for the block. Dagger throw you for the haze. And now we'll play the flick flack. I suppose I could play the survivor. I want to hold the survivor for next time though. Beautiful. Okay. It cannot be. Is he about to go sicko mode now that I've killed his ads? It doesn't look like it. It looks like he's kind of just the same. Yep, up to 9 here. Okay, beautiful. Well, we've stacked a whole lot of weak. We've stacked a little of the poison. Let's finish up the job. It's attacking me for 9. I can get rid of haze here. Trigger the intimidating helm. We can backflip here as well. That's full block. Beautiful. And here we have the Strangle. Here's our good damage. Beautiful. What about Pounce here as well? And the Leg Sweep as well, whilst the choke is active. Ooh. Alright, kind of a tricky fight to navigate, but I think we got it done. Is down to 17. I can strike. I can't strike 3 times. I can, however, just block. Yeah. Beautiful. Okay. That felt good. That felt really good. As a deck as well. Assassinate. Innate. Deal 10 damage. Apply 1 vulnerable and exhaust. That's everything the backstab has ever wanted to be. And we can upgrade it to do 2 vulnerable. The Hunt. Deal 10 damage. If fatal, gain an additional card reward. Okay. Alright. Well, that's actually more what we're talking about. Sorry, Assassinate. The Hunt has to be it, right? Especially since I already have well-laid plans. And since I have relatively slow damage, Assassinate isn't getting all the value it could be because I don't have enough ways to take advantage of vulnerable. Whereas the Hunt, I have relatively slow damage, so a card like this which finishes the job and also lets me fix up my deck quite substantially is definitely going to be the way. Alrighty. Well, we have here a new ancient that I don't know, and we have the Knowledge Demon at the end of the act. Cool design, kind of like a ribbons and rings kind of deal. She got a braid. Is this a braid? Maybe it's kind of like a gymnast kind of motif. A Knowledge Demon. Alright, we have a 3 elite pathway up the left hand side, and we can do a shop before it. Or we have a 1 elite path on the right hand side with 2 campfires. We do have a 0 elite path with 2 shops. Should we take it? So we've got a lot of options here. We have Pale, the Melting Dragon. A puppet has arrived. Can you check on father? I'm too tired. Pale's Flesh. Gain an additional energy at the start of your 3rd turn and every turn after that. Pale's Claw. Enchant or defends with Goopy. What's Goopy? This card gains exhaust. When played, permanently increase this card's block by 1. Oh my lord. Okay, so it gives my defense scaling. And also lets me exile them. I can only use them once though. Does that kind of turn all my defense kind of into like pseudo apparitions? Pale's Legion. Double block gained from a card, then goes to sleep for 2 turns. Doubles block gained from a card, then goes to sleep for 2 turns. Is that a relic? So it doubles the block from a card once every 3 turns? Or like, it's a cooldown of 2 turns, and I can bank it up until I need to block? Okay. Unfortunately, all 3 of his options are kind of slow. The Legion does give me front-loaded block on turn 1, which is often what you need. It also lets you save up block for the big turns when you might need to like block a hyper beam or something like that. It might be this one here, Pale's Legion. Enchant or defends with Goopy though. That reads really, really well. I do already have footwork. And I do have backflip and a leg sweep. So maybe exiling my defense and kind of turning them into kind of like weak. What's the word for that? Genetic algorithm, I think is the card from Slay the Spire 1. Yeah, turning my defense into genetic algorithms does seem positive. I still have survivor, backflip, leg sweep, malaise. Like I still have a lot. Yeah, actually I'm kind of talking myself into this one here, the claw. Alright, so they are Goopy defends. This means that I want to value hallway fights even more than I already did with my the Hunt. So let's have a think how we want to go about that. I think notably what I want to do is just not die to every hallway fight, so going here is wise. Elites or hallways both count for this, I suppose. So it depends on how much I value this question mark versus whether I go here up the left-hand side. Let's see how strong we are first, though. Maybe we'll take this fight here. We'll go towards the shop so I can fix up my deck depending on how strong or weak we actually are. Coming at me for 17. And malicious. This enemy intends to apply afflictions on your cards. He's an escape artist. Tries to escape the combat after 5 turns. I can weak potion him. I do have Gorget, so we're effectively looking at 13. I can footwork backflip maybe? Yeah. And if we can well-laid plans here, yeah we can. We'll neutralize, we'll well-laid plans. We'll hold, strangle, dagger throw. Flick-flack, dagger throw. Strangle, flick-flack. What cards do I have in my deck? Just the defends. And the hunt, of course. Yeah, so I'm going to end up holding the hunt. So, yeah, let's hold dagger throw. Strangle, dagger throw. Sure. He stole my pounce. Okay. Swipe. Upon killing this enemy, the stolen card is returned. Okay, so I can let him keep it if I want to. By the sounds of it. If I survive the fight and let him escape instead. Do I want that pounce back? It is 18 damage, and my next skill costs 0 to play, which works nicely with Haze and Leg Sweep. It also lets me bank energy between turns. It's also going to let me play Defends quite easily as well. Yeah, I think I do actually want that back, sorry buddy. So let's get a little bit of damage down. I'll haze you here. I'll malaise you, and we'll hold those defends. I want to play all 3 of these defends every single fight. 7, 7, and I can strike you. And we'll hold defend and hunt. Well-laid plans. Doing well-laid plans things. It's always just that good, hey. I need more damage. I can defend. I can backflip. Flight. Receives 50% less damage from attacks. Deal attack damage 3 times to stun it. Strangle, what have I done so far? I hit him with strangle and defend, yeah. Okay. I think I need the hunt and the strike. Okay, so he's about to escape. So we can stun him to avoid his escape, I think. We can at least drop him out of the air. Okay, there he's on the ground now. This other hunt's 10. You're kidding me? Okay, I can kill him with poison, but I don't get the card reward, so I'm going to energy potion. Oh. We were 1 damage short. Okay. I think I do want my pounds. Let's just check the card rewards here. Tactician. Tactician plus. That is definitely going in my deck. Or I can take another pounce. Untouchable. Sly for 9 block. I could take 2 of these pounce pluses if I want to. I'm not really sure. I suppose with Tactician now in my deck, it is better. Because I can get the energy back out of Tactician if I want to. These now read 6. Beautiful. I can take Untouchable instead, though. I really need the prepared. I'm really feeling a lack of prepared. Pinpoint. Deal 17 damage, cost 1 less for each skill you played this turn. I mean, that could be my damage if I want it to be. Instead of Pounce. Pounce does support Leg Sweep. But playing all my other skills does support Slingshot. Pinpoint rather. It's just got Slingshot on the art. I really don't know. I really don't know. Let's take a I mean, the best thing for my deck right now is card remove, so that's why I'm a little bit loath to take more cards. Flip, Haze, Malaise. With Malaise, Pinpoint improves a little bit. Maybe I'll take a Pinpoint and leave both of these Pounce pluses. I'm going to switch away from sandbagging the Leg Sweep into playing forward skills and sandbagging the Pinpoint. So here I can, it's a Tunneler, it's aggressive, it's going to deal 13 to me. So I can block and neutralize and get down well-laid plans and play a strike. That should do it for us, I think. Yeah, I can hold the Flick Flack instead. Yeah, more damage. So it's going to buff and it's going to block. I can dagger throw, tactician, beautiful. And we can send him to the Shadow Realm. Okay, yeah, let's get it done. I can hold those two again. Getting rid of some of these strikes is absolutely the way to go. He's got 32 block. Burrowed, block's not removed at the start of his next turn. Stunned if all block is removed. Okay. And he's attacking for 13. So... Leg Sweep does the job. Let's, Haze does not do the job. Got Footwork and Backflip in my deck as well, though, for defend next time. The block's not removed at the end of turn, so I do actually want to play more block. I don't want to hold Strangle, though, so I'm just going to play it. We'll pull block there, and we'll keep the hunt and defend. Okay, so he stays burrowed until we deal with all of his block. Okay, so that was a sensible decision then. We'll block with these defends, I think. And we'll hold the hunt and the Flick Flack again. Alright, and we're looking for our damage angle here. I think we should have it with the Strangle and the Neutralize. And we can Survivor away the Haze as well. And then just play the Flick Flack. I suppose I can play the Pinpoint to stun him. Yeah, sure. We'll do it that way. So he's stunned, he's come back out for 6 again, and he's weakened and poisoned. Okay, yeah, he's kind of just screwed from here on out, I think. Hunt is 10 damage. Do I have lethal right now? The answer is no. We'll find lethal this turn. 23. Can dagger throw the tactician away. Can strike for 6 and then hunt for 10. Beautiful. Get a second card reward here. Assassinate's back. Ricochet plus as well. 3 damage to a random enemy 5 times. Or dagger spray. Applying a vulnerable is very good. It also, bear in mind, removes a it also removes a an artifact. I have Anticipate here, 5 dexterity this turn. That's quite good with the both the Pinpoint and with the Well-laid plants. We already have a little bit of dex working through that, and our defends are actually getting stronger. So maybe it's less necessary. This green, that's always worth noting. Expertise still draws at 6, draws until 6, and then draws until 7. Poison Stab is far too underwhelming for this stage. Assassinate. Do I just take it as a way to clear an artifact and have a little bit of extra front-loaded damage? I mean, definitely damage is something that this deck's lacking at the moment. It is good at that. It's good with Strangle. It's good with any cycling. Good with Prepared. Yeah, maybe we'll take it. I mean, the Ricochet is here as well, so this is free damage when we get a discard engine going, but until we have a discard engine going, it is really quite bad. Maybe our damage increases quite substantially just with Prepared Plus and the card remove, though. Yeah, we'll take the Assassinate since it exhausts. Here at the shop, we have Calculated Gamble, Speedster, Predator, Mind Blast, Hidden Gem. A random card in your draw pile gains replay 2 or replay 3. Oh boy. Potion of Binding, 1 weak and 1 vuln to all enemies. For Dolly's Mirror. Dolly's Mirror on Malaise? On Tactician? Dolly's Mirror on Tactician Plus? That could be good. Heart of Iron for 7 Plating, Strength Potion. Calculated Gamble's different, right? Discard your hand, then draw that many cards, exhaust? No, it's the same. Oh, it retains. It retains. It still exhausts, but it does retain. Okay, I think I do really want to buy that though, regardless. Since it lets me replace my whole hand, and it retains to the next hand as well. So it's -1 card draw, but it fixes the rest of your hand, so it's kind of like a potion. Yeah, I'm desperate for a card remove. Okay, so what are we buying here? We can go card remove, calculate gamble 174. That takes us down to 205 gold remaining. I can't buy Dolly's Mirror. Do I even want Dolly's Mirror? I can try and get calculate gamble from my hunt, from my double card rewards. No, I think I do really need to start paying off some of these Sly cards. Let's remove the strike. That's the most important thing. The mirror's really good though. Like a second Malaise. I feel like a second Malaise makes this deck unkillable in the majority of fights, right? Because even if like you have a bad fight, you can just you can just minus strength them. And with Tactician, I can make a big one happen. Yeah, okay. There we go. Same old principle as always. If you just don't die, it doesn't matter what you're doing. Turns out that not dying is the key to slaying the Spire, so we'll do it. We have a weak potion here for this fight, even though it does nothing. These guys are the Exoskeleton Gang. They can only take a maximum of 9 damage each time, which is fine. I can footwork defend here to block quite a lot. I can assassinate one. Divisors of 9. 27 is 3 by 9. So all of them take 3 attacks except this back one, which takes 4. Okay, so we'll start with these front ones then. Presuming we can actually deal 9 damage. Maybe we can't. I mean, my damage is like strikes and haze. Strangle. Yeah, I mean, I can play Strangle and then play some extra cards. Okay, that will actually get it done. So, yeah, maybe it's not that simple. Okay, let's go footwork backflip. Okay, there's dagger throw, and we can flick flak off of it. And we'll work on this one here. And we can, yep, we'll take the flick flak. Beautiful. Alright, the work is being done. We can get that kill. Currently we are blocking for 11, and we're looking at 11 damage, so we've already full blocked, which is incredible. Let's malaise you so we can ignore you, and we will neutralize you in the back, so you are now 2 hits away from dead. Okay, this one buffed. 3x3. 3x3. Let's Survivor the Haze. And I'll defend and strike the back one. Yeah, we'll just make sure one of them comes down. Because now he's on 8, so we can kill him. You, that kills them both. Beautiful. Well laid plans. And we'll hold these both. He's dead. And now we can hunt. Hunt does exhaust. It does, yeah. There's 6. And the hunt for lethal. Love it. We have acrobatics, accuracy, precise cut. Acrobatics is going to be the way there. Or we have slice, anticipate, infinite blades. At the start of your turn, add a shift to hands. Is still innate? It is, yeah. You're up to 5. Slice is 9. I don't need the slice. Acrobatics. Yeah. Precise cut's 13 and deals 2 less for each. Up to 16. I'm wondering about this slice. No. I don't go out of my way to remove strikes from my deck to put slices back in. We have an upgrade here. We can upgrade acrobatics. We can upgrade assassinate to 13 and 2 vulnerable. I don't think it matters. Hunt up to 15. I don't think that matters either. Leg sweep up to 3 weak. I don't think that matters either. Footwork. Oh, I forgot to play all my defends that fight. I got so caught up with the hunt though, and the weird numbers that I forgot to play all 3 of my defends. Let's upgrade the footwork there. And here we go. We've got the infested prism. I am looking at 22. I've got 8 block already. The first time infested prism takes damage each turn, the attacker gains an energy. Okay. Buddy, I might just malaise you for 4. It'll give me 8 block. You'll be down to 18. And then 4 weakened down to 14. So I take 4 or 6 over the top, maybe. Maybe I can backflip first. Yeah. And now we malaise. Or I can acro and play pinpoint as well. Okay. We'll do it. We'll do it like that. We'll do it like that. Well, now I'm thinking I malaise for 0. And instead I play this defend. Yeah, okay. Because now I can play the pinpoint. I can get the well-laid plans down and then malaise you. Beautiful. Okay, and we can hold leg sweep, strangle. Actually, we'll hold the strangle dagger throw because I'm about to draw more sly cards. Indeed. Oh, I forgot to strangle, damn it. And I do survivor here. Yeah, okay. And we'll hold the hunt. Okay, attacking for 24. We will defend and malaise again, I think. And just keep him down. We'll hold the hunt, we'll hold the tactician. And here, it's going to be a pinpoint turn, so let's backflip. Let's acrobatics, discard the haze. Now I've got a bit more damage left over. Let's strangle, pinpoint, neutralize, and I can play through even more damage if we so desire. We won't though. Let's hold the hunt and defend. Up to 16 damage here. So he cleared the strength down by the looks of it. That's what happened. Damage. How much do I need? I can strike and strike again. He should live, and I can hunt. Beautiful. For the goal, a swift potion, a pendulum. Whenever you shuffle your draw pile, draw a card. That's really good. I've got 24 cards in deck. We start with 7. So remaining with 17, we have the acrobatics, which is +2 on the draw. So we're effectively looking at a 3-turn cycle. Blade Dance Plus or Knife Trap. We can take Blade Dance Plus and Knife Trap together for damage that I do not need. I think it weakens our deck far too much. Mirage still doesn't do anything. Well-Laid Plans number 2. Look, Well-Laid Plans number 2 isn't the worst. We can go even slower. Playing both Well-Laid Plans and playing Footwork out seems maybe a little bit tricky. No, it's fine. It's fine. The combats go long enough to redraw all the cards anyway. It's fine. Obtain the chosen cheese. At the end of combat, gain 1 max HP. Ah, interesting. For 14 HP. I am going to a lot of hallway fights for my defense and my hunt. So I can definitely see myself taking a lot of +1 max HP here. It's kind of like a cleric mask. I'll do it. I'll do it. Got the chosen cheese. And the candelabra. At the start of your second turn, gain 2 energy. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. So we can take another elite here. I've got 3 potions, swift, skill, and weak. Got a lot of options here. And we see the Bug Slayer. As you're fending off a swarm of aggressive insects, you suddenly notice a mighty, rugged warrior man fighting beside you the whole time. The insects, sensing defeat, scatter and you turn to your fellow fighter. Would you like any tips on exterminating these pests? How polite. You nod and accept his offer. So learn an extermination technique. Add exterminate to your deck. For 1, it's an attack. Deal 3 damage 4 times to all enemies. Okay. Or squash. Deal 10 damage and apply 2 vuln. 2 vuln might be the way to go. A little bit of AoE is never bad. But I can't, like, decline, can I? I can't, like, just click this next, yeah. I mean, I don't want to add an attack to my deck. But if I am going to add an attack, it's going to be Squash, I think. Because of 2 vulnerable clearing artifact. And also allowing me to scale up the damage on my hunt and my pinpoint. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we'll do it that way. I see, you wish to learn the squash technique. Very good. He pauses briefly, thinking best how to endow you with this maneuver. This is the technique. Behold, he boasts while stepping on a giant bug. Behold. Well, here he is. The Entomancer. He is definitely a bug. Attacking for 3, 7 times. Malaise does a lot of work here. Can Well-Laid Plans. We can strangle. I would like to start getting a little bit of damage down on him. Let's yeah. Look, I definitely want to play Malaise here for at least 1. And I need to clear some cards. Even if I replace some cards in my deck with Dazed, or add some Dazed to my deck. Or maybe I should just hit him with the Malaise now. The 3. It overcommits, but it means that on his next attacks, he's still as weak. But then we're not getting any damage done. No. So we will... Yeah, we'll do it this way. 0 for 7, and we'll hold Dagger Throw Defend. Next turn. Unfortunately, I've got no thorns. I left the thorns in the shop. We have the Squash here. Should we like to squash him? I can play Do Defends as well. Keep some Vuln going. Acrobatics is good too. Draw out some of these. But let's keep the Vuln going. Let's defend and acrobatics to keep a hand for next turn. Discard you. And we'll hold, defend, and hunt. Let's apply some weaken, I suppose. We can redraw the hunt. We can redraw the hunt. We're a fair way away from it. So he's coming at us for 1 for 7, and I can now backflip. Maybe I just Malaise for 4. Malaise for 4 just tracks. Yeah. We'll just keep doing it. Hold Tactician, hold Defend for his next single attack. Yeah, here's the 9. And we will Survivor, a Haze, and play out a Defend. And hold these again. I mean, am I really going to try and damage him down with Haze here? It's probably not the wise idea. I should let some Dazed into my deck. Yeah. Yeah, we'll discard the Tactician. That also. Let's through Pinpoint a little bit as well. Let's backflip and squash and Pinpoint. 9. Yeah, that's fine. Coming at us for 0 by 7 once again. Not a worry, buddy. How are we looking here? We've got the squash again. It's coming at me for 10. Maybe I set up a defend this turn and then set up a vulnerable next turn. Oh, he's got 3 personal hives. That's kind of spooky. Well, how much damage is the hunt? 15? And this is 9. We have enough damage. Thanks to Vulnerable, thanks to the Squash, we have enough damage. There you go, the Squash works. Blood Vial at the start of each combat, heal 2 HP. I wonder if vampires are in Slay the Spire 2. We have an Acrobatics Plus. We have Tools of the Trade. This will let us trigger our Sly cards every turn. Or another Assassinate. Interestingly, the first Assassinate makes the second Assassinate much better. Tools of the Trade is not always like an easy inclusion either. Like, it's kind of slow and tedious. I'll take another Assassinate actually, because they'll make each other better. And we shall smith, we shall improve your 12 damage, 3 vulnerable. Your +3, +1 vulnerable. Your 5 damage. Pinpoint is a lot of damage. The hunt is just 5 damage? Yeah. Look, improving the hunt does make things a little bit easier here or there. However, I'm just going to improve acrobatics. Yeah. That's what it's about. Because why bother? Why bother improving my cards when I can just play more of them? The Obscura. This enemy intends to summon monsters. That's all good and well. However, I am not really that interested in dealing with that. Let's just deal 60 damage. This is a minion, the Paraphrite. It's aggressive for 16 damage. Illusion. When this dies, it revives next turn at full HP. And it's a minion, so we definitely want to kill the one in the back here. I can acro. We can discard a strike. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. We'll weaken you, and we'll just play our defense. And another... Oh, I need to hunt, actually. That's fine. We can try and draw the hunt again. We'll just try and keep this front one weakened, maybe. Backflip for 2. Dagger throw you. Discard Tactician. Acrobatics. Beautiful. Okay. Let's try and find 17. Okay, so we can squash. Maybe I well-laid plans here though. I definitely want to defend to get this down. 16 and 4, looking at 20, so that's 4 blocks. Yeah, let's deal 10 and then deal 25 here. We can try and draw a hunt next turn. We've got 11 cards left in deck. One of them is an acrobatics. We do find it and we can deal 15 and 9. We shall deal 9 and then we shall deal 15. Beautiful, that's lethal. I get my cheese up to 72 max HP. Swift potion. I can definitely take another swift over a week actually. Pinpoint plus, dagger spray or slice plus. Untouchable. 12 block on a sly. That'll do it. That'll do it. I think that will do it. Yeah, I mean that's a massive payoff to 2 acrobatics pluses. So is actually a pinpoint plus. I already have a pinpoint though. I already have assassinate as well. It's I think 1 too many attacks. I don't need another attack. Let's go. We have something disgusting. The Decimillipede. The decimated millipede? What's going on? Reattach. If other segments are still alive, revives in 2 turns with 25 HP. Oh, it's Darklings. Darklings is a really annoying fight. And they're all coming after me. Okay. So what can we do here? We can start with backflip, I suppose, actually. Untouchable plus blocks for 16 by itself with intimidating helm, actually. So that's nice. Yeah, I definitely want to get down well-laid plans here. Let's 42, 48. We'll apply some weaken. I can swift potion to try and draw one of my discard outlets to discard the untouchable plus. That seems wise. Or we can skill potion for it. Lets me see 3 cards. Yeah, let's do that. Skill potion, Shadow Mel, double your block this turn. Haze or Mirage. Unfortunately, Mirage doesn't do anything without Haze, as per usual. Haze is a little bit of damage, but doesn't do anything, really. Shadow Mel, double your block gain this turn. I suppose, yeah, I'll just use it now. And now, until the next of double my block gain this turn, so that should double my intimidating helm and my gorget. Hopefully, yeah. And we'll weaken you. And we can well-laid plans. Do I want to bother with well-laid plans? Maybe not. Maybe I just malaise for 2. Hmm. This should gain me 8 up to 13. And Intimidating Helm, if I melees for 2, should gain me 8 as well. Up to 21. And they're coming at me for 20. That will 4 block. It'll also 4 block because melees will bring them down, but I won't have any well-laid plans. Well-laid plans to hold the untouchable seems really wise. I think I take a small amount of damage to do this, but I can melees this front one. I should have neutralized a different target. Yeah. But it only takes a small amount of damage over the top. 5 here. I could have weakened it, I think, down to taking 2 damage over the top or something like that. Strangle, Haze, Acrobatics. Let's strangle the middle one. And then Acro. And we can discard Tactician first, because we have melees in hand. And we can dagger throw you while you're vulnerable. We can discard Haze. We can discard Untouchable. To full block. I think we're going to defend here as well. Now the rest of it can go into damage. And we'll start working on this back one as well. And now we can hold Haze and Hunt. Coming at me for 3, 9, 23. Okay, let's Acrobatics first to play out the Haze, which will trigger the Intimidating Gorget as well. Sorry, the Intimidating Helmet. And then we have these 2 defends to full block. And we'll trigger off the meta scaling for them as well. And now we will pinpoint you in the back. And hold, Hunt, Flick, Flack. Okay. Beautiful. I think we're in the clear. Flick, Flack. We'll take them down and then Hunt will clean it up. Acro the Flick, Flack. Yep, okay. There's a dagger throw for you. And now I can hunt you. Beautiful. Even though it's only 7 dagger prep. So up to 9 cards in their opening hand. Deflect, Piercing Whale, Flick Flack number 2. Predator plus, Prepared plus. There we go, there's a Prepared plus. And now I can take Piercing Whale. And, yeah, I think we can Smith. Starting to look pretty good to upgrade maybe like Squash or one of these Assassinates. Or maybe even Haze. What do I need out of an upgrade here? More damage? I mean, more damage does seem wise. An extra turn of Assassinate damage goes a long way, I think. I don't necessarily want to play out the Squash. And I'm only going to play the Hunt once. I'm also only going to play Assassinate once, so maybe having a wider range on the Hunt is wise. I can play Pinpoint multiple times though. It's also a +5 damage, just like the Hunt upgrade. But I can play it more than once. Yes. Okay, it'll be Pinpoint. It'll be Pinpoint with the estimation that I'm going to play it 2 times or more in the majority of fights. Let's go. She's going to start with a strategic. Debuff me. No worries. We can Acro the Haze here, or I can Acro the Tactician as well, actually. Let's dagger throw the Tactician though. I can Pinpoint but 33? Alright, the damage is all coming together. There we go. That's what it's about. So we can squash to build more vulnerable, or we can just malaise here for 3. I think building a little bit more vulnerable is wise, and then malaise for 2. Call that a good first turn. Choose a card. Disintegration at the end of your turn takes 6 damage, or Mind Rot, draw 1 fewer cards each turn. Absolutely not. I'm just going to take the 6. I can definitely block this. Can definitely block that. It's not an issue at all. Less prepared. We can discard Untouchable and Survivor. And I've got extra energy from the Candelabra, so I can backflip here as well. Play out the World Aid plans, play out the Malaise. Hold both of you. Beautiful. Alrighty. And I'm pretty happy to call that, I think, at this stage. The block engine has come together. We've got a cycle of Weaken and Vulnerable going, and we can absolutely hold a lot of these. Do I have some block coming in? Oh, I'll Leg Sweep here, sure. Even though it's a bit funky. And yeah, so we can squash to keep rotating here. What intends to heal and buff. Okay. She healed for 30? Okay, so it looks like they're going to make me choose another card. I see. I kind of see how it goes, yeah. Discard the Haze here. We can Strangle. And now Dagger Throw for the Tactician. And Neutralize. And I can draw Prepared, Untouchable, Leg Sweep, Pinpoint. I would like to draw Pinpoint. Discard Untouchable. Choose a card. Disintegration for another 7. Or Sloth. I'm definitely not taking Sloth. I'm just going to block more. That's how it's going to be. We can do Defend twice here. And Squash to keep the Vulnerable going. So that blocks the static damage, and this blocks the attack. Only 139 damage to go. Can Prepared, discard you for both. Acrobatics, discard you. There's the Strangle. 4 cards left in deck. We can discard the Untouchable with the Acrobatics. Beautiful. And Pinpoint for 33. Okay. Yep, we're definitely blocking for enough. I want to reshuffle with Dagger Throw. Looks good. Discard a Strike. Play another Strangle. Play Neutralize. Beautiful. Okay, we should have lethal next turn. I'll hold the backfoot. So she's setting up again a heal. That's totally fine because we are going to deal lethal. I have 15 damage here. I can Prepared. Flick Flack Tactician. And now that is 15. Correct. Yep, beautiful. Epoch discovered. 2 card rewards, an attack potion, 100 gold. Fan of Knives. Shivs now hit all enemies. Envenom. Whenever an attack deals unblocked damage, apply 1 poison. And I'll just click Adrenaline. That's totally fine. Another copy of the Hunt. If fatal, get an additional card reward. I think 1's enough. First, this turn, your next skill is played an extra time. Burst is an incredible card, especially when you can replay like Leg Sweep or Acrobatics or things like that. I think It kind of is a little bit clunky though, especially as your hand fills up. Whether you abrasive, gain a dex, gain 6 thorns, and it has Sly, that will do it. That's the thorns I was missing. That's the thorns I was missing. And you, we have no new pipe, non upipe, nonu pipe, which is a nonu. I haven't had a visitor in millennia. You're looking quite drab, dear. Sorry, you're looking quite drab here. Let's find something delightful for you to wear. Glitter, enchant all card rewards with glam. This card has replay once per combat. Jesus. So it lets me replay all my cards twice. Raise your max HP by 31 is absurd. That takes me to 105 max HP. And fur coat, mark 7 random combats. Enemies in these rooms have 1 HP. Okay. I definitely, like, because I've got cheese and I've got hunt, right? So if I take fur coat, I can just go there and I can just hit them with the hunt. I still do need to deal with the problem of blocking them until such a time as the hunt can be drawn, right? So it's not obvious that putting them to 1 HP actually makes the fights easier. It might be the case that putting them to 1 HP still takes me a lot of damage as I try and draw the hunt. Also with abrasive dex and thorns, maybe I don't need to worry too much. And also just like looming fruit just makes me unkillable. 30 max HP. Glitter, enchant all card rewards with glam. That said, if all my card rewards have glam and I have the hunt, I can add a lot of cards to my deck. I've already got 32 cards. I'm going to take looming fruit. And I really want to go to a shop with 300 gold. The most elites I can do is this path here. We can kind of do a cool S kind of situation here. Okay, and I can come through their shop up here, or I can come through an upgrade there. What's my upgrade? My upgrade is adrenaline for an extra energy, or abrasive for extra thorns. Yeah, just adrenaline, I think. Or maybe I can find another prepared and take that. Okay, so let's do that. That said, it would be nice to go to a shop before the elites. At least this way, go to a shop between the elites. Okay. We have you, the devoted sculptor. I don't really think this guy's ever going to be an issue. 160 HP. And he has some scaling, but like, it's not nearly enough scaling. Yeah, let's aggro here. Just keeps the drawing happening. I can hit you for 33. And we can Survivor. The abrasive. Gonna have to redraw the hunt. So he's vulnerable, he has poison, he has strength down by 3, 2 weak, but he has 9 ritual. So at the end of its turn it gains 9 strength. Let's adrenaline. I do want to play all 3 defends out here. So we can play one right now. Let's backflip. Unfortunately, I do not draw a retain option, so we'll just play out the extra defend. Acrobatics here. We can discard untouchable. And we'll play out the well-laid plans and the prepared now. So we're looking for our card hunt. Discard these. We'll play this we can hold the defend till next turn. Okay. So we'll hold defend and we'll hold dagger throw because it's card draw. So he's attacking for 20. Unfortunately, I don't think I get to hunt here because, yeah, he's just dead. Unless I Swift Potion. Exchange a Swift Potion for a go with a card reward. I have a 3 and 5. Or I can draw Acrobatics. Okay. If I draw Acrobatics, yeah, I can also get Hunt. There's 15 damage. Beautiful. We get the potion back regardless. We have the fire potion. Calculated Gamble plus. That seems like an easy inclusion. And another Acrobatics plus. We're popping off. Yep. Yep. And look at this. We have a very easy Malaise target here. 3x5. I've got Abrasion here in hand as well. Let's backflip first. Wonderful. Okay, so this guy has Rampart. At the start of the player's turn, turret operator gains 25 block. So he's definitely the thing to kill, as it were. It's prepared. Get down the abrasion. And let's get down the piercing wail. Totally blocks them entirely as well. So let's just discard a strike. Do I have enough damage to kill that guy? Almost. Yeah, that's 15 and 15. I can just kill that guy. Yeah, maybe we just do that. Then I have to draw all my defends again. Okay, we'll play well-laid plans. Defend. And neutralize you. And now we'll hold Hunt. We'll hold Piercing Wail. And yeah, we should be golden. Yeah, he's going to do himself in with this Thorns situation. We do get to Strangle for 15 and then Hunt. Yeah, beautiful. Cool. So we have a card reward triggered. Play out another Defend. Those are Acrobatics here. At this point, we're just going for the kill, right? So we can Acrobatics again. The Tactician. And we can Malaise twice. Sure. This kind of just getting a feel for how the deck is actually going to go. Have I played all 3 Defends yet? I have played 2 of the Defends. The other 2 are here in the... Yes, I have. Beautiful. Okay. So let's play the last Defend for the meta scaling. I've got too much meta scaling here. I've got the Cheese. I've got the Defends being gloomy. I've got the Hunt. I've got the Blood Vial, which is kind of meta scaling. Speed Potion. Gain 5 Dexterity. At the end of your turn, lose 5 Dexterity. That's going to be better than a Fire Potion. And I have here Bouncing Flask, Haze Plus. No, thank you. Blur. There we go. So I can remove all artifact and block from an enemy, apply 3 vulnerable, exhaust. This seems to be kind of like the Terror of Slay the Spire 2. Terror does 0 cost 99 vulnerable in Slay the Spire 1. I reckon this is kind of like the Terror of Slay the Spire 2. What I'll do though is I'll grab Blur, and if I replay Blur at any point in time, do I need to? I'm generating a lot of block already, and I have well-laid plans. I don't think I need it actually. I just don't think I need any of these. Yeah, we're totally fine. Alright, we have the Symbiote. Along your travels, you stumble upon a dark, amorphous polyp. He's definitely a polyp. You can sense that it's very old and very evil. Enchant an attack with Corrupted. It deals 50% more damage, but you lose 2 HP. Or choose a card to transform. I could transform a strike here. I could give an attack Corrupted. What attack do I give Corrupted? Pinpoint? Assassinate? It just doesn't really do anything in the grand scheme of replaying Pinpoint, right? Like, it deals me more damage than it saves. Let's transform a card. Let's transform a strike. And we see a Shadow Step. Discard your hand. What do you do? Discard your hand. Next turn, attacks deal double damage. And it goes to 0. Oh, so it's Phantasmal Strike, but they can't retain for it. Okay. Well, unfortunately, I'm probably going to discard that as we go. Alright. We still have the shop coming up. So your Fabricator coming at me for 18. It tends to summon monsters. Not a worry. Let's prepared first. Discard Shadow Step. Discard Piercing Wail. Acrobatics. Discard a Strike. Neutralize Acrobatics. Discard a Haze. And Pinpoint. 88 damage. I can play the well-laid plans and then calculate gamble. I don't think it actually does anything unless I draw Adrenaline though. I suppose I could just play this defend. It blocks for 14. Yeah. Okay, yeah, let's just defend a malaise and we will go through the deck again. Oh, calculate gamble retains, of course. And he did in fact fabricate a high voltage zap bot. At the start of Zapbot's turn, it gains 2 strength. It's okay. I think we're probably just going to kill the main guy. I can discard here Untouchable. Oh, we can discard Flick Flack. And play out both defense. That full blocks the team. And we'll get a bit more damage down. Oh yeah, we can discard Untouchable now and play Adrenaline. Sure. And I can strike Malaise. Right. And now we can draw a hand back up and we can calculate gamble towards the hunt. And we should be good for that. Yeah, that was a gamble. Plays the Tactician, plays the Aberration, and there's the hunt. And looking at 15, I can strangle. I need a little bit less damage actually. I think I can do it this way. And now the hunt kills. Beautiful. Duplicator. This turn, your next card is played an extra time. Extra time, you say? Calculated gamble, deflect. Deadly poison? Malaise, another malaise. Okay. That's malaise minus. It is a really good upgrade. Like it becomes my best upgrade, right? Unless I take calculated gamble, in which case that becomes a very good upgrade. Let's say the... yeah, sure. It's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. Let's just hit this malaise with the +1. And go from there. We have another question mark. It is a Frog Knight. These guys are very, very, very big. If I can, I think, find a Strangle. We don't have one. We'll just lead with Assassinate. We get to Acro. That takes us down to 6. Yeah, beautiful. Discard Aberration to get it down. And Adrenaline back up. Beautiful. We definitely need to play all these defense, so let's play that out. Yeah, Acro again. Discard Flick Flack. And play this defend into malaise. Do I want to calculate gamble now? Nah, we'll just redraw that calculate gamble next time. Yeah, these guys are surely incredibly screwed. So yeah, let's survive the tactician into malaise. Sorry, my good man. Sorry, Monsieur Frog. Sir Kermit? Yeah, pretty screwed. Just another big malaise. Sure. Actually, let's keep a little bit of vulnerable going. And another big malaise here. And we'll just hold these for next turn. So from here, we're going to need to set up a good amount of damage in the form of a stomp. Let's discard Haze. Let's discard Untouchable to get them triggered. We can Strangle now, and then Acrobatics. The Flick Flack. Can Acro again. Oh, we'll just play this Cal Gamble next. Yeah, beautiful there. So there's the squash into the pinpoint. And we can hold Acro and Tactician. And from here, we should have enough damage. We will draw the Hunt again. We can go Dagger Throw to clear. Discard Tactician. Acrobatics to discard Flick Flack. Prepared, discarding Haze. And Shadow Step. And now the pinpoint is, the pinpoint's exactly 33, okay. Too much. 9, 18, and 15. Okay. This should be exactsies. 15, and the Hunt. Beautiful. Get 17 gold. I can take a Predator plus, Blade Dance plus, or Accuracy plus. That's all a skip. Corrosive Wave. Whenever you draw a card this turn, apply 3 poison to all enemies. Yeah, that's pretty insane. That's definitely where it's at. I can take another repair though and then upgrade it. Corrosive Wave is the kind of damage that I might currently be missing. What the hell are you? It's an electric bug? Electric bugaloo? Something like that? Okay, test subject. At the end of your act, you will fight the test subject. Corrosion Wave. I can hold that. Look, that can potentially put on, with acrobatics, a lot of poison. Prepared is a better upgrade. I already have 2 calculated gamble, 2 acrobatics though. Yeah, I'll take it. It's really good damage. This one's a skip. And an oddly smooth stone. Beautiful. That's some extra decks to keep going. You, the Mecha Knight. Okay, I've fought this guy a couple of times. He is totally okay. Let's go. I think. Come at me for 25. Footwork, defend, well-laid plans is somewhere in this mix. I don't think I can get rid of the Tactician, actually. So I suppose I'll just malaise. For the artifact to apply a week, we can hold Tactician and hold Pinpoint. Sure. He's going to give me burns this turn now as well. Yeah, we can calc gamble here. Beautiful. Okay. And there is Adrenaline. Prepared for the Haze. And the Leg Sweep. Let's just get them out. Crow for the Flick Flack. I've got 7 energy. If I can draw the Corrosive Wave, I think that will be the way to go. What do I need to do to draw Corrosive Wave? I need to backflip first. No, I miss. Dagger throw then? Still miss. Okay. So what are we doing instead? I can malaise him down and then hold double acrobatics. Okay, so it's going to look like that. Oh no, the burn's going to hand. Oh, that's so gross. Let's lay out the defend and melees, and we'll hold corrosive wave acrobatics to apply another poison this turn. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, there's corrosive wave. Can neutralize into acro. Discard tactician. We can play off the squash and pinpoint. Coming at me for 23. Let's discard an untouchable. Do the job. Discard burn, discard burn. I suppose now's a good time to gamble. And we can defend, although I'm already kind of getting all the job done. Yeah, let's just discard the haze to apply the last of the poison. Beautiful. Okay. Hold you, hold leg sweep. Okay, we might not be able to hunt this fight because we're just going to focus on dealing all the damage down. He's going to give me 3 more burns though. It's a real pain. Can acro away one of these. Okay, we'll hold corrosive wave. Backflip, I suppose. Corrosive wave. I suppose shadow step lets me discard burns. We'll hold backflip though. 4 burns to hand. Yeah, we should be golden, I think. Because I can acro here the haze. I can prepared tactician and the flick flack. We can play pinpoint for free. We can acro away a burn. Alright, and that's lethal, and we block all the burn damage. Still on 109, incredible. Ooh, Vajra. Prepared plus, I'll take it. Here's our shop. Speedster, backstab, bouncing flask, backflip, hand of greed, dramatic entrance. 2 random skill upgrades. That's pretty good. Upgrades my corrosive wave, calculated gamble, backflip. Or potions, or just strawberry, max HP. Yeah, maybe just more max HP. Yeah, I'll do that. I'm not looking at any of the shops till the end, am I? Yeah, nah. I'll just take max HP. Look, it's a bit weird, but it's gonna get the job done. Yeah, golden. Oh, backstab is in the game with assassinate. I could take backstab dramatic entrance here for... No, I'm slightly short. But I could take dramatic entrance, yeah. Well, here's our upgrade. We can upgrade the gamble. Is a good upgrade. Or the haze. Or corrosive wave as well. We'll upgrade the gamble so I can have more options for when to use it. Okay, last. We've got 3 more fights here until the end. You are the Soul Nexus. I think the Soul Nexus is not too tricky. Because what we're going to do is just completely overwhelm him with sheer numbers. Backflip. Could corrosive wave here actually. Defending for 22. Yeah, let's just defend. And there's a pinpoint and a strike, I suppose. Or a flick flack. And this turn we get to play through the squash. Let's acro first. Discard haze. Get acro again to full. Yeah, we get to play untouchable. Let's keep the vulnerable going and play out the prepared. See if we can draw our retain. Another prepared. Oh, we don't get it. Okay. I suppose we can give it one more try. With the dagger throw. Nope, it does not come. Yeah, let's go meta scaling and let's just malaise them down. Got calculated gamble this turn. We can draw our I accidentally misclicked there. I was too busy trying to think of what that card's name is. It's Corrosive Wave. So when we draw Corrosive Wave, we're going to go off. This is a fine gamble. There you go, beautiful. And there's the wave. We want to get back to the other gamble now. I've not played this piercing well yet, by the way. just so we know. I suppose that's kind of how it often goes, though. The piercing whale is a very good option, not necessarily something you end up playing. Yeah, we can strangle for the rest of this damage. Prepared, discard both of you. Now let's just pinpoint. We can strike here and then hunt. Hey, we do get it. We do get the hunt bag of marbles. More clearing of artifact. Well-laid plans plus number 2. I'll take that. Yeah, and a backflip plus. Up to 39 cards. We have the globe head. So he'll deal us 6 damage anytime we play down a power. That's okay though. We actually probably won't need to play any powers if we choose not to. Because he doesn't have too much HP. We can, yeah, just aggro here. Discard untouchable. There's pinpoint for 34. Yeah, look, and he's already really low. Let's get our meta scaling. From defend. And play out the malazes for extra damage. Defend. Meta scaling. We'll discard footwork. We'll discard strike. We'll just send you to the Shadow Realm. Hold the gamble. If we can get one more hunt off, that will be excellent. Let's backflip first. There's no Sly in my hand. Adrenaline. Here we are. Here's the last to defend. Let's gamble. There's the hunt. We can strangle and neutralize. Oh, I don't have any retain. Oops. Okay. Of course, I didn't play my retain. Alright. Let's just get out of here. A vulnerable potion, duplicated speed potion, and swift potion. That's fine, I'll be without it. Memento Mori. Deal 10 damage, deal 5 additional damage for each card discarded this turn. I don't need it. I don't need a backflip minus either. That's a-okay. We get one more smith in here. I think it's probably going to be the adrenaline or the corrosive wave. The corrosive wave is quite good as well. It's a lot of damage. Yeah. With corrosive wave, every card draw will deal 4 poison. And this is it. The test subject C8. It's only got 100 HP and 20, but he has adaptable. When he would be defeated, instead revives even stronger. Okay, so we do want to scale where we can. Yeah. Let's scale a bit. Let's play our acro. We can discard a haze. Well, our defends are going to come in handy to actually like solve a lot of these turns. Did I calculate gambles? Sure. Okay. We'll play out the well-laid plans. We'll use a defend here. We'll hold the untouchable and the dagger throw. Cool. And I think what's important here is that we scale on the turns where he is not scaling. Let's discard the Flick Flack. And yeah, I suppose I'm going to end the turn. I'm going to hold Malay's Tactician, I guess. Cool. So he comes back. Oh, he's got 2 heads now. Painful Stabs, 200 HP. And he deals wounds. Coming at us for 30. Let's Prepared first. Discard Tactician. Discard Abrasive. Beautiful. Malaise for 6. It's almost there, actually. Malaise gets a lot done. Let's just play out both Malaise, maybe. Yeah. And that will blocks, and I can hold Strangle and Strike. And then we've got our well-laid plans here as well. Beautiful. Okay. It looks like Corrosive Wave won't work too well because he'll clear the poison, unfortunately. Can well-laid plans into backflip and play this defend. I suppose I can just play another backflip, hey? That blocks. Yeah. Okay. And Malaise again. And we'll hold Corrosive Wave Acrobatics. Yeah, I could have held all 4. I could have held all 4. That was the whole point. Oops. Regardless, we're going to clear what we can here. Let's gamble, and we can backflip and Prepared. Discard Flick Flack. Discard Shadow Step. Let's play out the Strangle for more as we go through. Maybe I'll exhaust the hunt here. Yeah. All these cards exhaust, actually, so maybe we'll try and exhaust some of them. We will discard... I suppose we'll discard the Squash. We can redraw the Squash. We'll hold all 3 of those. Poison will get the job done here. And we want to set up a hand to hold next turn. I can hold Strangle, Defend, Untouchable, Backflip. Maybe I'll play a backflip now. Yeah, there we go. We'll hold Corrosive Wave, Acrobatics, Defend, and Backflip. He'll die. He comes back with 3 heads. 300 is a Nemesis. At the end of every other turn, gains intangible. Okay, so there's just Nemesis from the previous game. Here's Corrosive Wave and Neutralize. So he will be intangible. However, that's totally fine because we're going to overload him with poison. Discard Tactician, discard Flick Flack, Acro. Discard Haze, discard Strike. Acro, discard Flick Flack, discard just the Flick Flack then, I suppose. Neutralize. Play out the Defend, play out Macro, discard Tactician, thank you. We'll keep 1 Defend till next turn. So we can... What do we want to do here? Squash. And then Dagger Throw. We'll get 1 more. Okay, we can discard Untouchable. Or we can just discard the Shadow Step. Sure. Alright, we can hold the Acro, Backflip, Untouchable, and Defend. Yeah, you've got no chance, buddy. And we're already dealing hundreds of damage. Here's the Defend. And here's Intangible, so we don't really want to go for a damage turn. We can instead just go for a retain turn. Beautiful. We will hold here, I think. Yep, so we'll retain Acro Prepared, Corrosive Wave Prepared. Here's Corrosive. And Strangle here, I think. Yeah. Yep. Oh no, he's not taking damage actually. Okay, I completely misunderstood which turn he was avoiding damage on. Okay, I can just hold these acros. And the squash and the back foot. 3 burns, not an issue. We can squash. 9x3, no biggie. We can leg sweep if we want to for 16. Maybe we'll just go through the motions a bit further though. Yeah, we can just calc there. Get them all out, get our energy back up. Pinpoint. And prepared, we can discard haze and discard burn. And prepared again. We can discard shadow step, discard burn. Here we go. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. So what we're looking for now is we're looking for the corrosive wave into acro line. And we'll pop that off. Yeah, beautiful. And that should do it. That should do it. We'll hold strangle you, and you. Ooh, there we go. Very nice. He has a very cool death animation, ending up on 120 max HP with looming fruit, strawberry, and the chosen cheese. All right, Monsoir. Not even an introduction. Well, we are the silent. She goes again. You've dealt 1240 damage to the ancient, the architect, but it wasn't enough. You have dealt a total of 2480 damage to the architect. The architect still stands despite taking 3,969,034,351. It was half of that when I played this morning. We are getting a lot done on the Spire. I hope they're enjoying all the game metrics. What do we got here? We've got a few more epochs here, but looks like I think I unlocked 4 of them. Yeah, 4. I don't think I want to go too deep on these because this is already a 2.5 hour recording. Jesus. Got this one here, the trophies for the silent. Fantastic trophies occupy this place. Okay, Ghost in the Jar, Poison Potion, a couple of classics. And we can also do the Silent Ascensions. Bigger Prey for her, the other sister's judge, the 4th one in silence. They've not seen her for over 3 centuries and she returns with an ugly pulsating scrap. The silent recollects the trials she endured with this trophy. It does not speak. To speak is weak. We can see Accelerant. Poison is triggered in additional time. Very cool. That doubles the speed at which our poison kills. That's excellent. Chapter 5, Ill. A sickness carrying a familiar scent courses through the silence vein. The heart piece is slowly killing her. The grotesque trophy is hurled into the ocean, but the blight has no cure. Oh. Tough bandages, paper crane, and tincture. They're back. They're back, baby, and they all do the same. They're three of the most powerful relics in the game, without a doubt. Each of those, you get one of those and your run completely breaks open. The reopening. The clouds churn maliciously and the capital trembles beneath a storm so violent that none dare to leave their homes. 12 days later the rain stops. The clouds remain, but the flame has not gone out. The spire once again opens its doors. So these are new potions. Beetlejuice. The enemy's attacks deal 30% less damage for the next 4 turns. So, it's shrinking Beetle. And then we have Cookball. And a droplet of precognition. Choose a card in your draw pile and add it to your hand. Oh, it's like a little seek. A seek potion. Wonderful. Alrighty. Well, that was, yeah, feels good to get a win on the silent, even though it took me 2 attempts. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching. I hope you have a lovely time in Slay the Spire 2. And yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So we'll keep up this. All the best. Thanks for watching. Bye.